Hello everyone, my name is Myra and in today's video I will be discussing with you guys how I passed 5 AWS certifications. So starting off, I would say it is not an easy process, and if you're watching this video, don't think that you can pass all the certifications within just 1 month or 2 months of studying DevOps or AWS. It's not that easy. It will take time by when you gain the experience. It will take time as you gain the experience, as you gain the knowledge, as you gain the skills, and then you get yourself certified. So I started off with the Cloud Practitioner certification. That did really easily because I pretty much did have some knowledge of cloud and DevOps. So when I gave the Cloud Practitioner certification, I did pass with a really good score, and I passed it easily. I didn't have to prepare that much, but again, I did have to learn a lot to get the fundamentals of DevOps and AWS. So then I took the second certification, which was the Solutions Architect Associate. That was a pretty lengthy and I would say a little hard certification, as at that time I didn't have any knowledge of the solution architect aspect of AWS, all the infrastructure aspect and architecture aspect of AWS. I was new to that. That's why I did a lot of learning in a pretty less time, but it was worth it as I did pass the certification. I went through a lot of training, I watched so many training videos online. I took online courses on Udemy, on Linux Academy, and I actually gained the, you can say, the skills and the knowledge to pass the certification. Again, it was not easy. I spent hours and hours on learning the AWS and DevOps field, and the most important part was the hands-on knowledge and the hands-on skills. Don't think that you can pass the certification just by learning the theory. It's not that easy. You also need to do the hands-on. I always give this example. I think that, for example, you gain the theory and you know what an EC2 instance is, but once you get the DevOps engineer job, or once you are giving the certification, they won't ask you what the EC2 instance does. They will ask you, why do you use it and how do you use it? So that's when you need the actual hands-on skill and the experience on using the EC2 instance. So theory is not everything. You do need the hands-on with everything. So whatever service you learn, for example, EC2 instances or storage, S3 buckets or databases or containers, for example, Dockers or Kubernetes, or CI/CD pipelines, for example, code pipeline, you do need the hands-on experience on them too. So don't think you will just study and just memorize everything and you will pass the certification. No, it's not that easy. You do need to know the understanding and the hands-on skills on those services. So Solutions Architect was a certification that I did prepare for a lot. It took some time, but I did pass it in the end with a good score. And moving on, the third certification that I gave was the AWS Developer Associate. So that was kind of easy, you can say, but again, not easy because I had to do some learning for that too. Most importantly, I did focus on the developer tools of AWS, the code commit, code build, code deploy, and overall AWS code pipeline. I actually went into the AWS Console and tried creating a pipeline from scratch. I went through code commit, code build. I did a mini project using a YouTube video. I recreated that YouTube video. I saw a tutorial and I was like, whatever steps that person was doing in the video, I tried doing the same. And that's how you gain the knowledge, so that when you have to do that work as a DevOps engineer in your job, you do know how to do the work rather than just knowing what to do. So that's how I gained a lot of experience and knowledge and skills learning the Developer Associate certification. That was kind of hard because I am not a developer person. I'm more of an infrastructure and architecture type person. However, learning the developing side of AWS was really fun and really nice because DevOps, as the word says, it does include dev, and ops. So you need to know both of them. So that's why DevOps field is really like broad, and there's a lot of stuff to learn in DevOps. However, learning the developer associate certification process was really fun, as I learned many new things and I gained a lot of new skills and knowledge. So that was pretty fun. And again, for the certifications, how I prepared for them was, through YouTube videos, through online courses, through different training, through reading up documentations, and again, the most importantly, doing the hands-on work. So if you actually need to do the hands-on work and gain the hands-on practice. So go onto the AWS console, like practice up all the services AWS has, and try creating them, try looking at their configurations, and try to understand what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. So that's really important. And passing the developer associate was also nice. And then what I focused on was the DevOps Professional certification. So that when that certification came, I was like, should I give it or not? Because again, I did need a lot of experience for it, and I gave the practice exam for the DevOps Professional first, just to make sure that if I'm ready or not. And I did good in the practice exam. That's why I went and gave in the DevOps Professional main certification too. And I won't say that it was easy. It was very difficult. The DevOps Professional, the questions get very lengthy, and you really need to know, like, understand all of the things about AWS before going and giving that certification, as DevOps Professional really requires a lot of knowledge about AWS, and you really do need a lot of experience before giving that certification. So it was difficult, but in the end I did pass the certification, so that was nice. But doing the professional certification, it did take a lot of time, and I had to study a lot for that certification. So my latest certification, my 5th certification, is the networking specialty certification of AWS. That was a very, very, very a new and a difficult certification for me, as networking is one aspect that I'm really bad at. I always get stuck in networking, the subnets and networking aspect, VPC and stuff. But lately I've been doing good at it. I've been learning a lot of things on networking. I've watched so many videos. I've gained the actual hands-on experience on networking. So I'm now pretty good at it. I won't say that now I'm bad at it. I think I can say that I'm good at it, as I passed the certification too. But the networking one was a little tricky. The networking specialty certification, it was quite tricky, I would say. But again, I had to learn a lot. I had to do a lot of hands-on. I had to do a lot of study. I had to do a lot of understanding the concepts of networking and how all of it works with AWS, and learning VPC and VPNs and different networking stuff was pretty nice, and it was a new experience. I learned a lot of new things in that certification, but in the end I passed that certification too. So it was worth learning everything. And I think gaining certifications really helps you in learning more things and gaining the actual hands-on experience, so that when you get the certification, that you're certified and you can do all of that. So it's a pretty good thing to get yourself certified if you know, and if you're sure that you have the knowledge, you have the skills. So getting these 5 certifications was not easy, but it was a good process. I learned a lot in it. And if you're someone who wants to do the certifications too, I would say start off with the basic one and then move on to the next pro levels. And that's how I did, and I think that's how everyone should do. Just don't jump on to the professional one directly. Just don't do that. That won't be helpful. Start with the first one and step by step start gaining other certifications of the top levels. That's how you just go with this path. I would suggest you to do that. And if you need any help, just let me know in the comments. Like, I will be happy to answer all your, like, questions and give you the answers for them. Again, it's not an easy process. It's not that I will just click and I'll get all the certifications. Getting those 5 certifications was a lengthy process. It did take some time and a lot of knowledge and studying and hours of learning, but it's worth it. So I would suggest, if you're someone who wants to learn the certificate, get the certifications, try your level best, keep on trying your best, keep on learning, keep on gaining more skills and knowledge, and you'll also get certified. So this was just a quick video of me letting you guys know about my experience of getting 5 AWS certifications, and soon more to come. I will try to give another one after studying, and I still haven't decided which one to give. Maybe I'll give the security specialty one, but I'm looking forward to getting another certification soon. But again, hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification icon so that you know whenever we upload a new video on YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next video.